You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finally do it today. We got nothing else going on. I'm bored. It needs to happen. I'm gonna paint the page on the Rowdyssey. Check it out, guys. We got ourselves a brand new freaking John Deere lawnmower because we need to mow our grass.
New to us.
New to us.
This thing's a freaking unit though, dude.
Fresh off marketplace, baby.
You got that freaking automatic transmission.
We've been using the neighbor's mower to mow our yard, so it's finally time to get our own here. Never had a yard big enough to need a riding lawnmower.
This is a unit. Fire right up, baby. Tell you what. Damn, brother. What a unit. Check this out. She got the 20 horse in her. She got the 20 horse.
The 20 horsepower Twin V.
Oh, good old Briggs and Stratton. Can't really go wrong with a Briggs.
This was a one owner.
Yeah, he's owned it.
John Deere.
10 years old. Bought it brand new. Now it's ours.
To probably break down.
Probably break. Everything's breaking around here, so add this to the collection of broken stuff.
What's up, guys? Hope you're all having a good weekend. Right now I'm getting ready to take Waggo over to the gas station to start filling this thing up with E85 because right now it has just regular 91 like unleaded gas in it because when we went to pick it up from paint, it was about out of gas and there was not an E85 station close enough, so I just filled it with regular gas. It does not run the greatest on normal gas because it's tuned for E85. It does shoot some sick fireballs when it's on regular gas though, but they're probably not good for it. And yeah, I'm gonna go take it over to the gas station right now and start blending E85 back into this thing and go take her on a cruise today. So we're just gonna be doing a little vlog today. It is the weekend. You know, Wyatt's inside working on his truck right now. And I just got the word actually that all of the parts for the MR2's engine came in. So beginning of next week, they're going to start assembling the engine for the MR2. Hopefully we'll have that next week and we can start, you know, putting that thing together. But today's just gonna be a chill day, boys, hanging out and cruising Waggo around, at least for now. I don't know what else we'll be doing today, but let's go get some E85 in this girl. Man, I missed the automatic seatbelt. It's been a minute. It's good to have Waggo back. Oh, that clutch is so brutal in this thing. Right up. When you put Waggo on 91, it comes with a rolling anti-lag. It is not like that. All right, we made it to the gas station. Time to put some E85 back into Waggo. I don't even want to set this gas cap on the car anymore because it's so clean. Don't need to be scratching her up. But there you go. This should hopefully help it start to run a little bit better. Gonna take a couple gas stops to completely wash out all of that regular gas, but we're getting there. All right, we got our gas. Nothing's leaking. Everything's looking good. I mean, we drove it over an hour and a half when we first went to pick it up, so I don't think there's too many issues, but always good to double check since this thing's been sitting for so long. Got myself a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich and some coffee. We are ready to go, boys. Oh yeah, she's running way better now. It was super rich before, it was just pegged on the AFR. Now we're actually getting some normal numbers. Because when you switch to E85, you actually have to take your whole fuel map and you add, you know, 20-30%.
Damn, boy, that engine look nice.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, bro. I bet you be blowing them out the wind, huh?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, nothing but love. You got a little spare change you got to help me out with?
I'll see.
I'm sorry to bug you, dude.
All good, my man.
God
Here's
bless
a bud.
you, buddy.
Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
Guys out here handing out waters to everyone. It is a hot one today. But like I was saying, when you switch over to E85 from regular gas, you add usually 20-30% on average to the whole table. If you were to go back to 91 and leave that same E85 tune, you're gonna have all that extra fuel in the map, so it's gonna run quite a bit richer because the E85 burns a little bit more than gas. She's making boost again now, baby. Yes. Waggo's coming back to life. She's looking good. She's feeling good. I got back from the gas station in Waggo not too long ago, and I'm just so happy to have this thing back, guys. She's driving great, looks great. And I'm just so happy to see this thing back to her former glory, even better than it ever has been. I still need to order some wheels for this thing. I have not ordered anything yet. I am being very indecisive. I was set on a set of wheels a long time ago. I actually tried to make an order on a set back when we were in Colorado. I ordered the wheels before I even drove Wago to the new Colorado house. If you guys remember that, I drove it from the OG house to the new house that was in Colorado when it was missing the fender and everything. And then I took that picture of it in my driveway and got it all the way over there. I already had some wheels ordered because I had planned on putting some nice wheels on it before we even painted it and everything, but the ones I wanted were on back order forever. I was trying to get some 1552 Turbo Mac wheels for it in Rally White, 4x100, 17x7, and I thought that would have looked really good on this car, but everywhere is back ordered on them, and I don't know, I'm trying to make up my mind on some new wheels. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Once again, it's 4x100, and I'm ideally looking for like a 17-inch wheel and buy like a 7 wide. I don't want to go too wide because I don't want it to poke. I kind of want it to look more like a track car, if that makes sense. I don't want the crazy stance. I don't want to have to camber the wheels. There's not much room in these wheel wells. So if you have a 0 offset wheel with a 8-inch wide wheel, it's going to poke a lot on a Honda. So I'm trying to keep it all under the fenders, keep it nice looking, put some like nice track tires on it for right now. And yeah, that's just what I'm going for. So I'm having some troubles finding wheels, but once I settle on a set, I will order some, and Wago will be looking really good, because these are actually Emilio's GSR blades that he's been letting me borrow, so I need to get these back to him as soon as I can. But yeah, Wago's good to go, so that's awesome. Dang, Wyatt has been in here slaving away on his truck.
Dude, it's like a sweatshop in here. It's so hot.
Man, he's just been sanding away on his cage over here because he's gonna get her cainted eventually.
Cainted the page, hopefully tomorrow, but from the looks of it, it might be a stretch. So
Let me see your hands.
Oh, this ain't nothing, dude. Like, I can't feel my pointer finger. See, it's all kind of twitching. Dude, it's straight rubbed raw after, sanding every square inch of this thing. So
It's looking good though. Look at that.
it's getting there, dude.
Took all of the protective coating off the chromoly. This thing was rusting up a bit because it was down here in Florida.
It's been rusted up real bad. So just getting it sanded. I mean, could I have painted it without sanding it? Probably, but I'm just that dude. I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna do it once, might as well make it last a lifetime. So getting her sanded and framed, got a bunch of stuff to cut off of it to modify for stuff that I plan to do in the future. So
Dude, with how much you cut this thing up, you might as well have just made a chassis from the ground up. You cut up your poor Duramax.
A perfectly running and driving truck. Granted, it was ugly as hell, but it ran great.
And you tore the whole thing apart just for these two pieces right there. And then now you're cutting off all the factory mounts and everything. Yep. So it's basically just two big chunks of metal that you stole off your truck.
Yeah.
That's just...
Dude, hindsight 2020, there's so many different things I'd have done on this thing. Like you said, I would have just started with building a whole chassis for the truck, but...
Well, at least you got the rear axle from the truck too.
Rear axle, front diff. I mean, the biggest selling point for me keeping this stock frame was just like the front geometry, the front differential, just all of it was there and it works.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Steering,
it all just bolts in and just ready to go.
If I break something, it's just a stock part, put it back in there, and I don't have to worry about it.
Or a stock upgraded
part, whatever.
Stock spec stuff.
So it just bolts right on like a stock part would. Might have to call in sick Monday. My hand might not function.
You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finally do it today. We got nothing else going on. I'm bored. It needs to happen. I'm gonna paint the page on the Rowdyssey. We got her here outside. I'm gonna start unbolting the seats and get it ready, mask it up, prime it, and get everything painted. It needed to happen eventually. I said I was gonna do it months and months and months ago. And today's the day, boys. We're gonna finally paint the page on the van here. All right, guys, I got the seats and the harnesses, all that stuff pulled out of this thing, and I masked around the cage where I'm going to be painting. I just did a pretty quick mask job. It should get the job done. I'm just gonna be careful. I'm just gonna be rattle canning this thing, so I'm really not too worried about overspray. I'm gonna leave the doors open for the most part. It's really not too windy out, so I really just care about not getting anything on the windows, and even if you do, you can razor blade it off. So, you know, I'm not worried about it, boys. I think we'll be all right. And then I also had to pull this piece off right here. This was the factory, like, AC and heater stuff for the rear seats. So we had all that bolted up here, and this bar went through it. Took that off so we can paint this bar. I'm not gonna worry about masking any of this stuff in there because it all gets covered up anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start shooting this thing. And for the bottom stuff down there, I'm just gonna grab a piece of cardboard and kind of paint with one hand and hold a piece of cardboard from the back with the other. So this ain't gonna be nothing professional, but the cage is finally, the page is finally getting painted. The cage is getting painted, yeah. So let's do it. All right, we are looking good. Just got it all primed up. So we are now ready for the color. Just gonna let this dry for a few more, but it is looking awesome. I didn't get all the way into some of these corners down here. I'm just gonna go over with the color once I get a piece of cardboard to kind of shield all this stuff off. But everywhere else, it's looking really good. Didn't have any really overspray on anything. I only hit one piece of plastic, a little bit right there, but that will be easy to clean up. But it's coming out good, guys. So on to the sand is what the name is. Rust-Oleum sand. That is what we're going with. I think it will match the interior pretty well. I made sure to get these front bars done before I had the windshield put in because I wouldn't have been able to do these while the windshield's in. So this is that same color. It's a little brighter than I'd like, but I think it matches the tan interior pretty good overall, because if you see, the inside is about that same color, and these are all super dirty. Really would be nice to clean up all this stuff as well one day. But you know, I haven't cleaned this van pretty much ever since I got it. It's been a $500 minivan shell on top of a really crazy 1,000 horsepower all-wheel drive setup. So we're starting to clean her up. All right, boys, it is finally done. There's still a couple spots I got to touch up. I did run out of my sand colored spray paint. Went through 2 cans, completely empty on those guys, but I got 99% of the page painted here. I'm not sure if I'm going to touch up more on these base plates. They really don't need it. I was thinking about actually putting a carpet back into the van, but I need to try to paint a little bit farther up these bars. Not a huge deal, but everywhere it matters, where I masked off and stuff, is good to go. So if I take all of the masking tape and everything off, the only spots I need to touch up I can do without all of this. But check it out, came out really good, guys. I think it looks awesome. So I even got the down bars all the way done, all the way around. Take a look at it from the back, bam. Cainted page, boys. But yeah, there really wasn't too much overspray. The floor of the van is definitely pretty sticky and my hands have some paint on them, but the windows look good. I didn't even tape off the radio right here at all, and you can see there's like really no overspray on it at all. Maybe just barely, but it's really not bad at all. So this will all clean up. Oh yeah, you can see the steering wheel has just a little bit of overspray, but it'll buff. I'm just happy that the cage is finally all good to go. It will no longer rust. It looks good. Check that out, all nice and tan. Yeah, I'm gonna let this dry for a little bit and I'll pull off all of the masking tape and eventually put everything back in there. I'm not sure if I want to put the seats and everything back in tonight because there's still those couple little spots I might want to touch up. So I might just let it dry overnight. That's probably the best idea. Just let it fully dry and then I'll start putting everything back in it tomorrow.
You're making me real jealous right now. Turned out good, dude. I like it.
Yeah, I think it should ride.
Hell yeah. Trying to hot box this baby.
Yeah, don't stay in there for too long.
Yeah,
The fumes will get you. Well, there you go, guys. I finally got the page Cainted on the Rowdyssey. More content to come on this thing, but for right now, I'm gonna let that dry overnight and then I'll get everything put back into it. And now we need to do the MR2's cage, and that will be coming up next. But I'm really excited because we have a whole bunch of stuff coming in for the MR2. Like I said, next week we should have the engine, so we're gonna probably be having a lot of MR2 content coming up as we try to get that thing back together. But I definitely want to get the Rowdyssey kind of ironed out and get this thing running at its fullest potential as well, and get the drivetrain upgraded and go do more events and stuff with the minivan here. Because, you know, after I've kind of thought about it, I was like, you know, we really haven't done too much with the Rowdyssey. For what it is, it has potential to do a lot of cool stuff, being that it is a Honda Odyssey minivan with 1,000 horsepower. And I really thought that after I posted a TikTok, because I don't really use TikTok too much, but I made a video of this thing, just kind of nonchalant, and showed some of my old racing videos, because I did throw another video up on there, and a lot of people were saying, oh, it doesn't really make 1,000 horsepower, it's not really that fast. So then I made another video kind of showing the races we did that one day when it was at Ice Cream Cruise, and the video on TikTok has like over 5 million views now. It just completely blew up. It has like 900,000 likes out of nowhere, and I got all these people talking about the minivan right now, and people tagging me in other videos and stuff. So I'm like, dang, a lot of these people want to see the minivan do some more stuff. So that was pretty cool, kind of random. But yeah, on that note, it's gonna be it for this video, guys, and we will see you later.